This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 331 through lesson 340, each of which relates to the ego as understood in the course. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 331 through 340, so you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and my further comments are provided in the description below. In the course, the ego is our belief that we are separate and limited bodies with independent minds and wills. The ego is not a real entity, but an illusory, mistaken identity that we believe to be us. The introduction, which precedes these 10 lessons, tells us that, quote, "To know reality is not to see the ego," end quote. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only contained in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 338, December 4th. I'm affected only by my thoughts. The key to this lesson is remembering who and what you are. You are spirit. This lesson clearly does not describe the, quotes, you of your ordinary consciousness. But the Course is teaching you how to see beyond your ordinary consciousness. It is teaching you to see from the perspective of the One Self. The title of today's lesson is, I am affected only by my thoughts. You, the real eternal you, are spirit. Physical things can affect your body, but your body is not the real you. Your body is only you as you appear in the illusion. Being non-physical, you can only be affected by the non-physical, by thoughts. This is wonderful news. Change your thoughts and you change your world. Change your thoughts and you can save yourself as well as the world. The Course, and specifically the workbook, is showing you how. I'd like to address one more thing about the lesson, and that is the last line of the prayer. Quote, "But the thought you gave me promises to lead me home because it holds your promise to your Son," end quote. This somewhat cryptic statement refers to the Holy Spirit given by God to lead us home, and to the fact that we, as the children of God, remain safe and sinless, just as He created us. As such, we are assured of our return home to the kingdom, which in reality we never left.